Hi guys, my name's Josh and I'm the owner of Schultz Inspection Services. One of the things that I do, besides just home inspections and mold inspections and all the other inspections I do, is a child safety inspection. It's where I'll come to your home and we'll walk through the house and we'll find ways that we can help improve the safety for your children. Now, I want to make this video for a couple different reasons. One, talk about some safety things as far as cribs go and crib bumpers, and to also kind of gauge the desire to watch content like this from me. So if you guys like to watch me a little bit and you find this useful, please comment, like, send me a message, do something to let me know. If I get enough people that are interested, then my next one will be on co-sleeping, which should be an interesting topic. So, crib safety. The first thing to always keep in mind is bare is best. So with any crib, bassinet, or play yard, follow a few simple rules to keep your baby sleeping safely. Now, make sure there's no gaps larger than 2 fingers between the sides of the crib and the mattress. Proper assembly of the crib is absolutely paramount. Follow the instructions provided and make sure that every part is installed correctly. If you're not sure, call the manufacturer. Don't just lay out all the parts and assume that you know the best way to put it together. Follow the directions. Sometimes there's little intricacies and little things in there that have to be done in order to for the crib to keep your child as safe as it can be. Now, I know some cribs are absolutely beautiful, some antiques that have been passed on for generations, beautiful works of art, but don't use any cribs older than 10 years. Don't use any broken or modified cribs. Infants can strangle to death if their bodies pass through the gaps between loose components or broken slats. In older cribs, the slats were further apart and children could actually fit right in there. Their little heads would get stuck in there and they would get strangled. And that kind of leads me on to the crib bumper safety. So, and one more point quickly is don't place a crib near a blind, a curtain rod, or anything that's hanging down. Baby monitor cords, it's extremely dangerous. Now, crib bumpers is kind of a hot topic, so there's some conflicting information about them. Crib bumpers, for those of you that aren't aware, are the cotton pads that go around the edge of the crib. They're originally designed to prevent babies' heads from passing through the crib slats, like we mentioned before, with the older cribs because they were spaced out so far. Nowadays, they're making them with the slats with more safety in mind so that the kids' heads can't fit through there. Some parents are still concerned about limbs getting stuck in there or little bruises against the wood, which are valid concerns. We want to keep our kids safe, and sometimes the most apparent way to do it isn't always the best way to do it. So, in September of 2007, there was a study by the Journal of Pediatrics that concluded that crib bumpers are unsafe. The study found 27 infant deaths that were traced to bumper pads, either because the baby's face was pressed against the bumper, which caused suffocation, or because a bumper tie got caught around the baby's neck. The study also found that crib bumpers don't really prevent serious injury. The study authors looked at injuries that could have been prevented by a crib bumper and found mostly minor injuries like little bruises. Although there were some cases of broken bones caused by a baby's arm or leg getting caught between the crib slats, the study authors stated that the crib bumper wouldn't necessarily prevent those injuries anyway. They recommend that crib bumpers never be used. Now, in 2011, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the AAP, expanded upon its sleep guidelines to recommend that parents never use crib bumpers as well. Based on the 2007 study, the AAP stated that there is no evidence that bumper pads prevent injuries and that there is potential risk of suffocation, strangulation, or entrapment. So, a lot of people still use crib bumpers and they wonder if they're safe because there's some conflicting information out there. Now, the Juvenile Products Manufacturer Association, JPMA, doesn't agree that crib bumpers are always unsafe. They issued a statement in 2015 saying at no time has crib bumpers been cited as a sole cause of an infant's death. Now, this information is in direct conflict with the American Academy of Pediatrics. So you have to decide whose advice you want to follow here. The Products Manufacturer Association or doctors. I always kind of err on the side of doctors. Their goal isn't to sell a product. Their goal is, well, usually, their goal is to help your child stay safe. They have no investment in these baby bumpers, so their position is a little more unbiased, I believe. Now, the Juvenile Products Manufacturer Association also had a statement that expressed concern that if removing the bumper, it's going to remove the benefits, which includes reducing the risk of bumps and bruises to arms and legs caught between the crib slats. Now, I think the trade-off is a little more important. I'd rather my kid get a little bruise on their forehead than to be strangled by a baby bumper or a loose cord or whatever it might be. Now, the Consumer Product and Safety Commission does not have safety guidelines for crib bumpers. If they did, things might be a little bit different, but they haven't stated specifically that bumpers are safe or unsafe. However, in the informational pages on Safe Infant Sleep, the Consumer Products and Safety Commission does recommend that a bare crib is best, with nothing in it besides a flat crib sheet. So are bumpers ever okay? Even though there's a conflicting information between the JPMA and the AAP, and they say different things, I'd say it's best to go with the doctor's recommendation. Unless they start making some type of mandatory guidelines for crib bumper safety, your best bet is to listen to the doctor, I think. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Shoot me a message, like the video, leave me a comment. Let me know if you would like additional content like this. Like I said, next, I'm looking at doing a co-sleeping. So if you have any interest, let me know. I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day and a very Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.